Hey everyone, here are some problems from section 1.6 on inverse functions. So remember, in order for a function to have its inverse found, it must pass the vertical line test. If the function fails the vertical line test, the inverse does not exist. Sometimes the inverse can exist, but you would have to restrict the domain, so restrict what x values are used. Okay, so here's our function, x plus 9. One thing you'll notice about these first two problems, they're both lines, and a line will always pass the vertical line test, so that means you can always find the inverse. So remember, y and f of x can be interchanged, so y equals x plus 9. Switch x and y, so y becomes x becomes y, solve for y, which would mean subtract 9 from both sides. So that means the inverse is y equals x minus 9. Follow the same process in the next problem. Again, it's a line. You're going to and y is equal to f of x is equal to 5x. So x equals 5y. Divide both sides by 1/5, and you get the inverse function equal to x over 5. Now the last one's probably the trickiest one, and everything's a little bit kind of, so 1 and 2 are solutions to the worksheet, which I think you can see, but I wanted to go over the graph part. So this part is the graph you're given. So a regular old parabola that opens up and it passes the vertical line test. So that means the inverse exists. So how do you find something like this? Well, what I would recommend is that identify some points on the original curve. The easiest ones to do usually are the y-intercepts and the x-intercepts. So I've made this table for the original function. So this is the point 0, -4. This is the point 2, 0. This is the point -2, 0. Now remember, for an inverse, switch x and y. So these become the x's and these become the y. So now you can graph the inverse. So plot the point -4, 0, which is here. Plot the point 0, 2, which is here. And plot the point 0, 2, -2, which is here. And now you just kind of draw a smooth curve. So that's how you would do the inverse function. Hope that helps. Let me know if there's any questions.